Welcome back to the original and still the best New Zealand mountain bike podcast, brought to you by Maxxis Tyres and Fox Suspension, two of the best out there, and two brands that our special guest today knows very well, even though he has a little RockShox logo on his t-shirt, but we won't hold that against him.
I like that.
Got you.
Team rumors.
Jake Hood, welcome to the show.
How are we, guys? Good to be on here.
Fantastic. It's great to have you here. And Lester Perry in the co-host seat as well.
Hey, boys. Yep. Good to be back.
Also has a fucking massive RockShox t-shirt logo on.
That's true. Hey, what's our podcast motto is if it's free, it's for me. So,
yeah, 100%. So, no, I can't knock you guys for that. That's all right. We will have Red Dog appearing at some point, but he's probably been out training, I'd say. So he's running a bit on the late side. But, yeah. Special guest today, Jake, is Dak Nortons mechanic on the Mondraker factory racing team. So pretty cool to have you along. He's also, I guess we'd call you a Queenstown local, even though you're...
I mean, I don't know when you become a local in Queenstown. It's been 11 years there now, so maybe local. Some people say you got to do 20 years. Some people say you got to be born there. So I'll just say I live in Queenstown. So, yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
No, great to have you on. Currently, you're hanging out in the Tweed Valley, you were just saying. So you're in between races.
We're got a week off in between Lenzerheide and Lake Placid. So I'm just back at my parents' house in the Tweed Valley in Scotland. So pretty good spot to be. Heaps of good riding here. They've ran a couple of enduro races here before on the World Cup.
The EWSs back in the EWS
so back
days.
in the day. So I think Justin Leo won one of them way back in the day.
Goddamn right,
he did.
Yeah. So yeah, good spot to be. But yeah, just back here for the week, chilling, recovering, just getting ready for the last block. So yeah.
Do you basically between rounds, are you like just responsible to like scour the internet for the highest rise bars that you can find? So in the next round, Dakota's got even bigger bars.
The amount of Swiss fans this week that came by is like, whoa, look at the bars, how high are they? And then everyone was asking how high rise they are, and I'm like, yeah, I think, to be honest, I can't remember if they're 80 or 85, but yeah, it's weird because I've spent so much time riding his bike around, like test riding. I jump on other bikes now and it feels weird. I'm like,
I feel like
this
going to go
isn't a
over
good
the
sign.
bars.
I do not want to be going up that high. But I feel like my e-bike, I've got some 35 of this on there at the minute, and I think I need to go up to 50, which is, don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So I think 50 is acceptable, but yeah.
I've always been like a 15 mil guy, and then recently, I think on my e-bike, I put, I don't know, they've got like 30 mil rise or something, and I was like, oh, actually, there's something here.
Yeah,
so,
it's interesting though, because everyone just comes in and they're like, oh, the bars are so high and stuff, but they're actually not that high. Like, I think Jackson's are about the same height. I think Lickmeyer Smiths are actually higher. So the bars are high, but it's not actually that high. Like the stack is quite low, and then we run the forks like into the stanchions a bit lower than recommended, so it's high, but it's not actually that high. So yeah, and it means we don't have to run heaps of spacers under the stem and stuff. And I don't know, I'm kind of coming around to the look of it, and I mean, it seems to work for Dak. Like it's working well for him. So
yeah,
exactly. Can't knock it.
That's interesting. You say that Jackson's are kind of. I mean, we're going off on a tangent, but interesting you compare that to Jackson's height, because if you look at, if you go off their height, Jackson's probably shorter than Dak.
No, so Big Bike did this, right? They did like a rider height to bar height ratio, and Jackson's were like higher than anybody's because of his height versus his like bar height. So,
and you watch Jackson ride, and he's really upright. Like he's bolt upright, you know, he's not hunched over. So it's an interesting thing. Everyone thinks Dak's like bar height is really high, but it's not out there. Like it is high, but it's not completely out there nowadays. So
wasn't his whole thing around like because he gets pretty low over the stem, like he wanted kind of space in between the bars basically to get his chest into. That was kind of the idea, I think.
I think so, yeah. I mean, I think that's changed a bit this year with his injury. Like, he's just not as flexible as he used to be, and like he's still dealing with a lot of that. So yeah, but you see him speed tuck, and he's like definitely like in and under the bar versus other people. So,
or he was hitting his chin. That's right. He was hitting his chin when he was running like a standard height bar.
Yeah. So,
wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I think last year when I saw them, I'm like, these are absolutely disgusting. And then this year working for them, like, oh, they're looking better than they used to be. So yeah.
Everything comes around, doesn't it?
I mean, Dak has a lot of wild theories and setup, but when you like go into it, a lot of it actually kind of makes sense, and especially for the way he rides.
No, so I listen, on like
his setup is
did the podcast with John Hall, his old mechanic, and he talked about that. Like, but he said you talked to Dak about it, and he's got pretty valid reasoning for everything.
Yeah,
he's like, you can't really argue.
He's an overthinker. He analyzes everything, but he has a reason why he wants to do it this way or go that way. And it's funny, when we test, we start here and then we go, and then we end up back here. So and like the start of this year, we were just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what was sticking. And I was with the race engineer, Pablo, and he's like, watch this. We'll start here and we'll do this. Go here, go here, go here. And then we'll end up back where we start. So it's pretty funny, but he does, like, his theories make sense. And I've tested a couple of them on my own bike, and I'm like, it actually feels real good. So yeah, I've yet to ride the Chariot. I really want to ride the Chariot, but I just don't think we're gonna have time. So that's what his bike's called, the Chariot. So
that is a great nickname for it too.
That is for sure.
Yeah. So
it had to have been a little bit of a nerve-wracking start to the year for you, wondering if you're even going to be working, I guess, with his injury. It's been impressive to see where he's got back to.
Yeah, it was definitely like, I didn't actually sign the contract for Mondraker till January 2nd or something like that. And he'd already injured himself by that point. But Jorge had told me that we had a fill-in rider. So we had Greg Williamson. That was going to be like a fill-in till then. So yeah, but like, I mean, the injury that Dak had, like, most people take a year to even like be able to walk properly again. So to do what he's doing now, like get top 10s and top 15s, and like, he's not fit. Like, he's not fit. He's not bike fit. Taking so long off the bike to do what he's doing now is like, I don't think people realize how much like goes into it. Like, it's impressive. And like, okay, he's not getting the results he was getting last year, but I don't think people realize how much pain he is in a lot of the time, and what it does, like how little mobility he has compared to last year. So it's really impressive seeing what he's doing, and how his results are doing. And I think people have kind of written him off this year, but I think people are starting to take notice now of like the last couple of results. So yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, it's been impressive to see where he's got back to at this point. Like, I've had a friend who did a very similar injury, and he was, he didn't even come close to riding a bike for probably 2 years.
Yeah,
you're like, the dude's come back after a few months, and he's
crazy.
He's riding himself into positions in finals that there's guys who are full fitness and full strength and probably just sitting there shaking their heads like, what am I doing wrong here?
And it was pretty crazy. So his first race with him in the World Cup was Leogang, and I think to that point he'd ridden his dyno bike, maybe 2 weeks. So since Mount St. Anne last year, he'd had 2 weeks on the bike since his pre-injury. And I think he was like a second off qualifying at that first race.
Yeah, it was close. I remember that being super close.
It's not even like, I think the thing is, like, the pace is the Q1 to Q2 thing, like, you have to do a race run now. Like, the pace has just jumped up massively. Like, there's no holding back. Like, you can't just cruise in, cruise down. Like, you have to go flat out. And I think that was a bit of a, well, I think it was a shock to a lot of people this year, but I think that was a bit of a shock to him because he hadn't had any racing up till that point. So yeah, pretty impressive. So yeah, it's been good.
Very impressive. Very impressive. We've got an extra special guest joining the show. Red Dog, welcome. It's nice to have you here.
Welcome,
I'm
Red
not
Dog.
an extra special guest. I'm here all the time.
That's true.
Jacob's the special guest. Hello, Jacob.
Hey, mate. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good to see you.
Great to have you here.
Yeah, I'm stoked to be here.
Are you really, though? Are you really?
I am. I like the podcast. I think it's great. Yeah. Need more Chris rants.
Chris wanted to bring this up that Jake had stolen Red Dog's Kona ambassadorship many years ago.
He did. Yeah, he stole it yesterday. Yeah, he did.
No.
Yeah. Love the Kona beef.
Yeah, he stole it from me. Took it from out from under my nose.
I mean, Caleb just found a better all-round person, I think, and it was over.
Like anything Kona-related, you just blame Caleb.
Yeah, everything's Caleb's fault.
It's the easiest way.
Yeah. Well, I was actually chatting to him yesterday. He's in Finland in the minute.
Finland,
yeah, filming something, and he's in like a storm somewhere. So yeah, just yeah.
Yeah,
that also is a classic Caleb. Go somewhere for a shoot and then the weather craps out.
Yeah. Another one. Just
Sounds
another one.
Yeah, another one.
Yeah. We've all been there. That's fun.
Yeah. Shooting photos with Caleb.
Yeah.
You have something, Lester?
I was going to say something, but I won't derail us this quickly.
Should we get into some Lenzerheide chat?
Go on then.
There's a bit went on, actually. It was obviously very rocky. There was a lot of flat tyres. More flat tyres than I feel like we've seen in the finals for a long time.
From what the guys said from Track Walk, they came down pretty disappointed. It's like they were saying like the trail crew's done nothing to the track. So I think taking a year off and then all the weather, just naturally the weather running like down the track. So the track was like rough and there was a lot of rocks about. So, but yeah, a lot of flat tires from a lot of people getting slow, kind of like leaks by the bottom as well. So like slashing tires. So yeah, it was a pretty bad one for tires, I think.
Does that raise the anxiety as a mechanic, Jake?
I mean, it's already high. I don't know. You go up for the warm up and you're like stressed out, and then I don't even I watch them go, and then I don't look at the results till I get back to the pits. I don't actually watch any of the racing. I just it stresses me out. Yeah, the anxiety is is the bike going to make it to the bottom without an issue, or is Dak going to have a crash, or is he just going to lay down a heater? So I kind of know if he's done a heater because I'll get a text from the team, but it's stressful. But yeah, it's definitely stressful. Just hoping the bike gets to the bottom of the hill. It will, it's fine, but in your head you're just anything could happen. So yeah.
Thank God you guys run Maxxis Tyres, so at least you had a little bit of stress taken off you with the tyres and the game out there. So that was all right.
We were on the new one. And it was really
you were
good.
On the prototype.
Yeah, the new one. It was really good. I think the guys are really, really enjoying that tire, and they've got some special things going on with the casing. Can't really say too much, but yeah, it's what they have coming is some cool stuff. So yeah.
Do you guys run inserts?
No.
It seems like a lot of people aren't into it.
Yeah, I think with this new casing, you don't need to. I think that's as much as I can say.
So they've integrated a crush core into the tyre.
I can say
I
it's
hope-
a lot harder to put the tire on than it used to be, but yeah.
Oh, there you go. I'm right.
I'm out.
I hope
got a
this is
cushion
just
built
using
into
some of the old intense tyre technology and just gone to a 4-ply. And
Was it
Nathan
4
Rennie
or was
famously
it...
podiumed with a
wire
flat.
bead.
Yeah, it's no, it's we have inserts in the truck and we have tested them, but Dak really doesn't like the feeling of them.
They
Like he
do
says,
give the bike a bit of a dead feeling in the tyre, I think.
Yeah,
Like
so
from my experience.
yeah,
So.
Valdesol, we probably should have used them. Let's not talk about that though. But yeah.
I won't bring up wheels with you. We'll just leave that one.
To be fair, Dak hasn't broken any for a long time, so
that's good.
But Valdesol,
we won't bring up his
rough.
teammates' wheels.
No. Don't talk about it. I mean, maybe we can. I don't know. But yeah.
Emery takes his, was it 13th win? I think it was 13 to tie him with Hill on the all-time World Cup wins list. That was that was a big one.
It's disrespectful.
Yeah, I got this text from Red Dog that it's disrespectful. Is it?
Both him and Loic should have just bowed out. They should have said no more.
Yeah. Peace out.
Yeah. We won't overthrow the king.
If I had said to you that Loic and Emery both have 12 wins, and just off the top of your head, would you have thought that was correct? Because it feels like Loic has won so much more.
I would have thought he would have done more too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's world champs wins though.
Yeah, it's the world champs wins, and I think like the overall titles just makes it feel like he's won so much more. But Emery's really good. Hot take, he's really good.
He's really good.
He seems to be getting better too. Like he seems to be not as erratic on the bike.
Yeah.
From going, I mean, this is comparing to last year. Seems to be not as ragged.
Like I think his Andorra run would have been a winning run as well if he hadn't blown off the track. Because he was going fast there. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been on a steady improvement all season, I reckon, and wouldn't surprise me to see him win another one of these, like one of the North American ones.
Yeah, from what we have heard, the Lake Placid track's kind of like a Mount St. Anne, but with loam. So I think that should be pretty cool. So yeah.
Me and Red Dog have raced there, just in case you wanted to know.
Yeah, if you need tips,
give us some inside tips.
Not the same track, but we raced it when men were men, and we raced a 5K, wasn't it, Red Dog? The Whiteface 5K. Yeah, it was 5K long downhill track.
What was the dirt like? Was it like what's the dirt kind of like, clay or grippy?
It was wet when I was there.
Yeah, it was also sort of wet when I was there. It was dirt. There was a section full of dirt, like wood chip rollers. Were they there when you were there, Kiwi?
Yeah, they were.
You hit them like flat out down a ski piste.
Yeah.
Not as fun as you might think. They're just kind of slow.
Yeah, just kind of bogs you down. We don't have much useful for you. Just like listening to this podcast, we don't have much useful.
Maybe they're bringing that section back though. That'd be good.
Yeah, I'll see. I know. Yeah. I know. Aaron's there. Was there yesterday because he's been helping out with the track design. So, yeah, I think I think it'll shape up to be a good race. Hopefully, hopefully an American Mondraker rider wins. That'd be wicked.
Tell you
he
what,
deserves a win.
That American Mondraker rider rode absolutely flat out in his race run after he got up off the ground.
Was that the run of the day, apart from the start?
He had the fastest time from the bottom of the start gate to the finish. So, yeah.
I did a bit of rough timing, and I reckon he lost 5 seconds out of that. Like
for sure,
which is purely just like watching the time, and he was 4.9 back from Emery, but he was actually from split 2 to the finish. He was 0.4 faster than Emery.
Wow!
Yeah, and then by the time, because he fell, and then to get going again, like he lost that momentum to do the gap into this. So there was time there as well. So
100%.
It sucks. Me and Mark were joking. I was like, at the next race, you need to go on the gate before he gets there and get like a can of yellow fluorescent paint and put it on either side of the timing poles, and then just an arrow at the start hut. Yeah. And then Mark was like, "Oh, so close to running out there and just beating him with the umbrella and getting him to go." That would have been amazing on live TV.
Speaking of umbrellas and start gates, is Henry Kiefer the best, or like, Red Dog? He could be the most improved. Is he the most improved rider this year?
Yes, he's
the breakout.
He's got to be the most improved.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that was a good run, man. He has been on form the last few rounds.
Sneaky
He's going good.
Is he now Canyon's number one rider? Is he Fabian's favourite son? I think he's got to be.
Surely whoever is the top of the pile on any given weekend is his favourite son. Where was Brosnan back in 12th? Oh, Luca was 9th.
Luca, yeah.
No, I think...
That's interesting. What happens if you're the favourite? Do you get to sit next to Fabian at dinner or something?
Probably. I think so.
I'm not going to say anything.
Is that really something to strive for?
Yeah, Fabian's actually a really nice guy.
Oh, I know he is, yeah. I've spoken with him before, but he is also he loves a deep dive.
He's intense.
I'd be there for a deep dive. That'd be great.
Yeah. So 2006 Worlds, Rotorua, after the race was done, him, Doddsy and I sitting in the car park on the grass, deep dive, and Doddsy's trying to glean any kind of bike development advice off him for the zero.
Oh, Doddsy would have been deep.
They got so deep. And in the end, I was like, okay, boys, I'm going. Like, I'm just
out of here.
I'm out of here.
Done. This is way too much. Anyway, I digress.
Hey, well, in 2006, he was off back-to-back world championships, so it was a good person to.
He does know a few things about riding a bike. I'll tell you who else knows a few things about riding a bike, and it's been waiting for this year is young Lockie Stevens McNabb.
Oh, I was so happy to see him on the box.
That was really good.
Well deserved.
The coolest part of that was that gap into that roller.
Yeah.
That was sick.
There was a couple of gaps he pulled. There was another one he pulled, and I think Carlson was about the only person who spotted it.
Yeah.
But did you see, before he pulled that gap over that roller, I heard in one of his post-race things or something, he thought his chain had jammed up because he looks down, he stops pedaling, looks down, and then just resets himself and picks up.
Yeah. I spoke to his mechanic that evening, and he'd like smashed his chain guide to bits, and his chainring was like pretty bent. So yeah, he'd hit it hard on something earlier up in the run. So yeah,
no way.
Yeah.
No, that was good. Very well deserved. He's he's set an up and down season, isn't he? It's like he's either flat out and like those 2 fourths and now a podium.
Yeah.
Or it's been kind of like some bad luck.
Yeah. I hope it'd be cool to see him win Mountain Anne this year. That'd be sick.
Oh, yeah. Last year was close.
Yeah, that would be awesome. He's definitely the best performing Trek rider, eh? By a way.
Yeah. No doubt.
Yeah. Where was Ollie this weekend? Did he even qualify?
I don't think he made it. No, he didn't qualify, no. Yeah.
He's carrying the team.
He is. Big shoulders. And then the other Mondraker rider, Ronan Dunn with the 4th. And this is a question for you, Jake. Does it feel like the last few rounds he has kind of mellowed out? He doesn't look like he's riding as mental as the last 2, I'd say, world champs in this week.
Yeah. I don't know. The top of that run, I was like,
oh, he was pretty on.
Yeah,
he seems like he's less ragged.
I think with the Tasmania crash and then the Latwil crash and then the injuries this year, he's been like really almost like pushing too hard to try win. And then once he got that win in Leger, he's been a lot more chill since then. So I think he's maybe that's been a confidence set for him again. So he knows he can like not push, not be as wild, Yeah, I haven't really spoken to him recently, but like much about it. But he's been in the pits. He's been way more chill as well. So,
yeah, right.
Yeah, I think he's like he knows he can do it. Yeah. Also, that new bike is a lot better. That could
Yeah,
be
you
a
guys have
factor as well.
changed bikes mid-season, haven't you? New frame.
Yeah, new frame. It's so much better just to work on. From a work mechanic standpoint, it's so much better, and all the riders are loving it. Like it's fixed all the issues we had with the older bike. So yeah, I mean, the results kind of show for themselves. Like since we've been on that bike, there's been a lot of like. Well, I mean, Pinky almost won. Ronan's won on it. He got third. Dak's been going faster on it. So yeah, it's impressive. Really nice bit of kits.
What's the difference, Jake? Because the old one, was that referring back to the old like prototype one, not the production one, eh?
Yeah, so this one's still a prototype. It's closer to what a production one will look like.
Okay.
It's a lot stiffer. The old bike was a bit of a noodle. Like that's why it was very flexy, and you had to like pull it apart pretty much every day because it'd do 2 runs and it'd creak. But this new one, like, it's a lot stiffer in like the around the linkage and the bottom bracket area, so it's got a lot more pump and drive. The kinematics are very similar to the old bike. I think it's slightly higher leverage ratio. It's just a lot nicer to work on. Like it has sealed, like all the hardware has like seals in it on the bearings. So like even after Leger, we pulled it apart and there's still like clean grease in the bearings and everything. We've got a little bit more adjustment on the chainstay length with the dropouts. We've still got the BB adjustment and the reach adjustment in the headset, but it's just it's just stiffer vertically and to the side as well. So you can get a lot more. What the riders were struggling with was it was really good at like absorbing bumps and going through off cambers and like kind of rough sections, but it wouldn't pump and carry speed very well. Like it wouldn't generate speed and pumping. And this new bike's kind of solved that, but still really fast through all the other stuff. The big thing all the riders noticed when testing was it was a lot more vertically stiff, and they were struggling a little bit till we got the longer dropouts. So it's been they're really happy with it. So it's been really cool, and it's been cool to be part of that development program. So yeah, Mondraker are doing some cool things at the minute with the bikes. So yeah,
they're in deep. It's been pretty cool to see them really throw together like a factory race team the last couple of years, rather than just supplying, you know, like MS like they had been and that in the past, and for them to actually, you know, have a whole new whole new frame mid-season, that's impressive stuff.
Yeah, it's been we were meant to have that frame at the start of the year, but things always just, you know.
Yeah.
And they're not stopping there. Like they've got stuff in the future. I've seen what the next version of the bike will be. Who knows when it's going to be? Like it might be years from now, but there's cool stuff coming. Like really cool stuff's coming. So yeah, it's impressive, and the owners just love racing. Like they were at the world champs and they were loving it, and like we have a really good race engineer. He comes from like a background of 13 years of MotoGP, so the way he looks at stuff and thinks about stuff is like so different to anyone else. So it's really cool taking his ideas and then speaking to the engineers and then putting all that into a bike and seeing what comes out. So yeah, we've got like a lot of things I think for the bike that we're going to test in the off season for next year. So like we got a floating brake arm that can go on it. Who knows if we'll use it or not. There's like a hole in the head tube for like a steering damper, which again, who knows if it'll be good or bad, but we have the ability to test it. So yeah, it's a very adaptable bike with the adjustable BB and the adjustable headset. Like you can set it up in a bunch of ways. So yeah, to suit each rider. So yeah,
it's cool. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Just in staying on brand with the podcast as we dive way off track into this, but Bruni, he's got the leader's jersey. He's taken it over Jackson had a pretty bad run. It was good, and then it went bad
until it wasn't.
And then it went good again at the bottom. He actually won 2 splits still. I think it was like first and last splits he won or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah,
do you reckon the pressure's getting to him?
Probably a lot going on in his mind.
Yeah,
just fresh rainbows on. Like a lot going down there. So,
question for you, KB. You'll probably be across this, or maybe Jake. Did he flip that jump?
No,
I don't think Jackson did.
I thought he did, but maybe not. I thought I
just did in
your
dreams.
They just did massive whips from what I
KB
saw.
will know where I'm going with this. But I called after qualifying when Asa flipped the jump. I said, put a pin in that career. He's done. He's got free racer tendencies.
He's going to turn up with flat pedals to the next round.
I was about to do a GoFundMe for some of those baggy jeans that they all like wearing. The free ride guys.
He already wears the weird sunglasses, so.
But then he redeemed himself. So my theory's maybe got a couple of holes in it, but I'll be keeping a watching brief on that.
But did he not redeem himself by flipping and winning the qualifying run still?
Yeah, no, the jury was still out.
I wish he'd flipped in his race run as well. That would have been
sick.
He could have. He had the time.
He could have. He had the time.
Yeah, he did in the end.
So what was the deal with his run? Was second fastest of the day, was it?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
that's impressive. Very cool. Interesting to see because he hasn't had a run like that.
No, that was the most Asa run all year.
That's what we've been expecting.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
I just love that team's just doing really cool things. Like, that bike is not being developed by it's been developed by Nico, not like Specialized that have poured heaps of money in, and that bike's just a simple bike and it's just killing it. It's sick. Really like that.
They do really cool stuff.
It goes to show you that just a plain and simple Horselink 4-bar gets the job done.
Yeah, and you remove he's managed to remove all of the barriers, I guess. Like if you design that 4-bar linkage, the 4-bar bike and all the geometry and all the rest of it all works together harmoniously, there's no barrier anymore. Like, why do you need to go and do a Specialized and have a freaking black box thing that clearly works for some and doesn't work for others, maybe you could say at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe it's just down to the people who are riding it and it's keeping it simple for them. Like Ace is still only 17, 18, probably hasn't done a whole lot of testing. If he's got a bike that goes up and down pretty good and he can point it down the hill without it doing weird shit, that's probably all he needs.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good point. What if you put Ace on these super bikes that other brands are making? Would he go faster,
All of a sudden, he's got 85 different options of geometry that he has to try and work out, whereas he gets on this bike and goes, yeah, sweet, this does what I need it to do, and I point it down the hill.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, when I talked to Ellie mid-season, she was saying how she'd been so deep because there's so many options of things to test, things to try, telemetry on the bike, and she was like, I needed to just keep it simple. So Andorra, I didn't put the telemetry on and just rode the main lines and didn't touch anything on the bike and kind of got back to basics. And I think for some of these younger riders, that's just what they need.
It's actually been interesting on our team. The last 3 races, we've been having some issues with, we couldn't run it in Leger because it was just a mess. But the 3 last races, we've not had telemetry working 100%. So we've not really been using it. And we've had our best results without it.
Really?
Yeah.
So do you...
Interesting.
There's pluses and minuses to it. I think it can send you off in the wrong direction sometimes, and sometimes you have to just go off what the rider feels, So it's a really handy tool to have, but I don't think it tells you everything. So
I think it's good for setting up a base, but then you almost need to just go back to, okay, here's where you're starting from, but this is the only time we're using it. The baseline we're at's good. We've got the right spring rate, we've got the right compression within a box, and we'll play with some clicks from here, but we're not doing multiple runs with it on.
Yeah.
What are you looking for on race weekend with that, Jake? With the telemetry?
I don't look at the telemetry. We have a guy that looks at it, but he's basically just looking to see if the bike's balanced. And then he'll take the rider's feedback, and we'll kind of work out if we need to add compression, go up a spring rate, remove compression. Actually, we never remove compression. We're always just adding up the air pressure or whatever. So yeah, it's a good tool to have. I think people think they need it because it's the big flashy thing, but I don't know. Like, it's like that. These guys have it, so we need to have it. But I think you need to spend so many years learning it before you can use it properly. So it seems to be more and more and more popular in the pits. But what are you doing with that data? Like, are you reading it? Because data tells one story, and then the rider can say something else. But do you want the rider super comfortable? Like, I'd prefer to have my rider in a spot where he's confident on the bike versus what the data says. The data can say something but make the bike feel like shit for the rider. So I think you're better having the rider confident in the setup than what the data says. So yeah, so it's an interesting one, and it seems to be we're just getting more and more and more electronics in bikes. And is it for the better? Is it for the worse? I don't know. So yeah,
I think it's so heavily rider dependent, isn't it? Like you say, you could get into someone's head. They could be told it's the best numbers that you've ever seen, but if they don't feel confident on the bike, it's all for nothing.
Yeah,
it was like Minar and Rat Boy when they're on the syndicate, and Minar was like always chasing perfection on the bike. I remember listening to this, like them talking about it, and Rat Boy Bryson was like, "Yeah, I get the bike so it feels pretty good, and then I just adapt myself to suit anything it needs changing. Like I don't go chasing millimeters of reach or whatever. I just get used to the fact that it's 5 mil shorter than what I want or whatever. So yeah, it's kind of an interesting one on that side. And I do think people just get lost. They get too many options, too many things to try, and they're just completely lost.
You take F1, for example, and they have a ridiculous amount of data, but they still get the setup wrong. Like,
so true.
So,
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think it's a cool thing to have, and I really want to get a system and learn it myself. But I also think rider feedback's maybe a bit more important than on setup wise. So, yeah.
Back to the juniors. Fantastic rides for the Kiwis with Jonty and Ollie Clark in second and third.
Parmesan, Jonty.
That was fantastic. Yeah, you're a big Jonty fan, aren't you?
I'm a big Jonty fan. Yep.
I
These
really
colours
enjoy
don't
Jonty's
run.
style.
Palms to North, mate.
He looks really good on the bike.
Yeah.
Can we call him the Manawatu Turbo?
Oh, there's his new nickname. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Someone reach out to him and let him know.
Need to get him a t-shirt.
Yeah. Someone do a helmet painted up like a bucket.
He's been coming on form. Like all season, it's just been like chipping away, and then this was such a good race for him. Like he is just solidifying himself as the guy for next season, I think, at this rate.
Yeah,
a lot of the others moving up.
First year? He's first year, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
So, yeah, I mean, Tyler Waite, Ollie, the Orans, all of them are off to elite next year. So
crazy, yeah.
That's gonna be interesting, isn't it?
Hey, this was the first race of the season that didn't have an Allrin brother on the podium.
They were off, eh? Wow. What was the story there?
I mean, Max got a puncture.
Oh, right.
He broke a spoke and it went through the rim tape and he had a puncture, but not sure about the other one.
They were only 4th and 5th, so it wasn't terrible, but still, first one of the season they haven't been on.
Crazy. It's unreal.
So I actually had a bit of a look into this. But over the last 2 seasons, Max has 17 races between World Cups and World Champs. He's had 8 wins, and this was only his 4th time off the podium in the last 2 years.
Wow.
No way.
So, and
That
the
is
first
mad.
2 rounds of last season, like his first 2 World Cup races, he wasn't on the box. And then he had one other round last year where he was like, I don't know, something went really wrong. And then this race, and that's the only times he's been off the podium in his whole career so far.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy.
Those kids are fast.
So has he got room to go faster, or is he tapped out? That's the big question.
It'll be really interesting to see what happens next season. Like, I mean, these young guys have been laying down some absolute heaters between them and, you know, like Ace's time this week of second fastest. So it's going to be really interesting to see what translates when they move into elite. I mean, we saw Jordan Williams come in and win his very first elite race at Lenzerheide.
Yeah.
I
just need to nip out for 2 seconds. I'll be back in a second.
Oh,
sorry.
We'll
toilet break.
So we've lost him. That's all right. Jeez, this is like when Red Dog, remember the episode we had Horse on, and he did the same, but he left his headphones on so we could hear him the whole time.
Yeah, that was a show highlight, wasn't it?
That's so good.
He was talking as well while he was in the toilet.
That was an iconic Cam Cole move.
Oh yeah, great.
One thing I made a note about that I noticed is that O'Shane O'Callaghan didn't race in YT kit. He ran just straight Troy Lee kit.
Yeah. I was thinking about that myself. So my first thought was maybe he's got something else lined up with another Troy Lee associated team. That was my kind of like, oh, maybe he's got something going on there. I mean, it could be reading transition way too deeper into it, but
he has an affiliation with Troy Lee, like he runs Troy Lee helmets.
Yeah.
And I think he did run Troy Lee in the past.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, it was
I'm pretty sure.
That was an interesting one. And then I went back and looked at some footage, and he was wearing the YT kit during practice, but then raced in the Troy Lee kit.
Well, I didn't pick that. Yeah. I was like, this looks different. What's happened here?
And what was interesting too, I mean, not only was it a kit change, but he still had his sleeve, right? So it was obviously like a pretty preemptive kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe
Jake.
What can you tell us, Jake? What's happening with the YT mob?
I heard Valley is going to be on a different brand of bike for the next 2 races.
No,
I heard the same, and I heard it's going to be a brand that already has a lot of very fast races on it.
Yeah, and I've heard she's signed for a team already, so I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to. Yeah, but
don't incriminate yourself. But my hot take is that it's going to be the Common Sail team, not the Muck-Off team, but the other one that's run by the Ravenels.
Yeah, surely.
I've heard that as well.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Because Cecile is her coach, I think.
Yeah.
They've had a lot to do with each other.
She runs that team. So I heard that from a source the other day because there's a rider on that team that's sort of, they can't afford to have that rider now. So they're looking for a ride because there's a big pays going somewhere else, so you just put the dots together, and yeah. But from what I heard, the YT team, they can't even afford to pay the mechanics to go to the next 2 races. Yeah, and like Valley paid for all the food at World Champs for the whole team and stuff like that, and Steiner, the manager, he paid for all the travel and accommodation to Leogang. So, I mean, yeah, it's not great. It's not a great situation.
It's a huge. Has it ever happened before? Like, you've got the series leader changing bikes.
I mean, there's been plenty of smoke and mirrors teams, as we like to call them, Red Dog, in the past, but not to. I mean, this wasn't even smoke and mirrors. This was like a legitimate team that had one of the fastest ever elite women on it, and guys and elite men who could win and have won in the past, and then it's just mid-season, see you later. It's crazy.
So, yeah, I feel real bad for Andy. Like,
That poor
Yeah,
dude, man.
Yeah. Sucks.
Does so YT owns the license, right? The race team license.
Yeah.
This is what I was trying to work out, because I guess in Ocean and all that, they're racing under the factory team of YT. But if they're kind of privateer at the next races, not on YT bikes, can they still race as YT team? Or do they need like jerseys or?
They would either have to race, in like a national jersey,
Federation,
or does it depend on where they are in points?
Maybe they've got enough points.
It's confusing.
To
surely they do.
Privateer, yeah.
You would think so, But I wonder then if YT will put. I don't know how it works in mountain biking, but I wonder if that race license holds all of those points, right?
It does this year.
So that is something that YT could potentially sell.
Well, I think there's a couple of teams I've heard that are coming.
Sell something. Whether the people get it delivered or not, that's the question.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. There's a couple of teams coming. Well, I know Nuke Proof are wanting to come back to racing next year. So
right.
Maybe they just buy the YT team, you know?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I guess you could do something like that. Go and be like, hey, we want to buy whatever assets you have left, including your race license.
Well, I mean, it could just be we want the license. That kind of thing happens on the road it has happened quite a bit before. Someone will come along and buy a team's license and start a whole new thing.
That's
going to be interesting to see how it shakes out, isn't it?
It's a big, it's a big old mid-season shake-up for 3 very top riders to be left out in the cold there.
I had heard that Valley was going to be racing that bike this race.
That's what I'd heard too.
As like a process, but it never came to fruition. Yeah, but I think even the riders, it's not a good situation for them. I think they haven't been paid and stuff like that. So it's just it's overall just a bad place, the YT team. So yeah.
At least for Andy, he's really been showing his stock these last few races. Like a 7th again here, that was solid. World champs, he was on an absolute heater before his crash, but I think he's proving to any team managers that hey, the pace is there. Even with all the shit. You imagine just the headspace they must be in.
Crazy.
Dealing with all this.
I think that's the biggest thing, right? Is they can put those results and those runs together with all this going on in the background. And even just for the support stuff, right? To just be there, not throw in the towel and walk away. And 2, that the vibes are still good enough that they're still confident and,
I think it says a lot about the team manager, putting in his own money to get them there. It's and they're still all branded up, they're in sprinter vans, fair play to them. So I think it's going to be interesting in America what happens. So but not ideal for them guys.
No. Speaking of YT and Valley, she's been locked out of another World Cup win. It's been, I thought after last week with the World Champs, I was like, here we go. Valley's
back on.
She's back on form. She's just going to go on a steamroll the end of the season. But no, but the shit she's going through with this team, I'm not, you can't read too much into it.
Maybe she's embargoing those wins. She wants the world champ stripes for next year. Obviously, good deal, but she's embargoing those wins. You don't get a win until you get the new bike.
Red Dog, do you reckon she's going to Tim Ferry away to the title without a win?
I was wondering about this. Yes. Nah, she surely will win one. Have to.
Got 2 to go.
Yeah. No, I think she'll win. I think she'll win. She'll change bikes and she'll win.
Imagine that. Change bike, mid-season, win the first race back on it.
That would be strong.
It is totally possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
That's going to be interesting.
Tony
Was she
Seagrave, 3 wins.
Was she the
What do you
one
got
that
there, Red
looked
Dog?
at something in the middle there? Was it her or the other one of the women? Was
Yeah,
it one
she
of the
looked
women?
off to the side of the track.
Yeah, what was that for? See, that's telling her up or down so she knows whether or not to hold
To
the wind
slow
back.
down.
Yeah.
Was Martin Whiteley on the side with an umbrella? With
He was
like a
having the
little
umbrella.
clipboard?
Yeah.
That's Martin Whiteley should have been there at the bridge for Asa, like green to flip.
Yeah.
Red.
Yeah. How would
Plus-
that be?
+4. Oh, sweet, I can flip. I'm +4. Hey, speaking, doesn't Martin actually manage the Mondraker team now?
No, Martin is Dak's agent.
Okay. I thought he had something to do with the Mondraker team, but I'm clearly wrong there.
No, he's
No.
Dak's agent. I've heard rumors of a team next year, but
Yeah.
I'll leave it there.
Honda? Hopefully Honda's back.
Kawasaki.
With Jorge Prado. He needs to go do
Yeah.
something with the second year of his contract.
Yeah. So it's funny. There's just so many rumors going around the pits, and I think the favorite thing to do at the minute. My mate started it. He's like, you see two people together, and you go, this is how rumors start, and then they start to like scuttle away. You just want...
Just send them to the podcast.
They make their way to a podcast. Yeah,
we'll spread them even further.
Yeah, it's like you just see two people chatting, you ride by, you're like, oh, this is how rumors start, and then they just walk away different directions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's pretty. There's just people chatting everywhere and other stuff. Like, it's funny. Yeah,
that's good. Anytime the OTB podcast makes the vital forum with a rumor, makes me happy. So we'll throw any rumors out there if it gets us on the forum. You know, any press is good press.
Otherwise, KB has to go in there and like pump our podcast up by himself.
Yeah.
Under a fake, under an alias.
The vital forums are some of the stuff you read on there. You're like, how do you know this? Like, how did you find this out? It's crazy.
It is a gold mine.
I miss the days of team rumors on Instagram. That was the favorite in the off season.
Yeah.
Trying to decode the like cryptic pictures that were getting drawn, and
that was good.
Yeah, that was great. Tony Seagrave, 3rd win of the season. She was good, strong ride, but
what did she win? She's won Poland. This one. What was the other one?
Leonie?
Yeah.
There's been a lot of races. Many races I can't remember.
Leicester's favourite though, Nina Hoffman was right there, knocking on the door. It was very close.
That was very, very tight.
I saw their pits were opposite ours, and
she won Andorra.
She was getting a frame swap before her race run, a front triangle.
Ooh,
wow!
So that was pretty impressive.
That's a lot.
Yeah, we were like, holy crap.
Yeah, that's it. 44 minutes, KB. Make sure you delete that, okay?
That is super tight. I'm just going to be totally honest. I didn't see any of the women's race. I did like the new kit that Tani had, and the team. But aside from that, I know nothing about the women's race. I've had a bit on.
I've had a bit on. We'll give you a pass on that one.
Is Tani back to her best?
Tight.
She's right there. It's more wins than I expected to see this season, I think.
She sort of goes, not peaks and troughs, but she's maybe just lacks the consistency. But man, she's, I would say, pretty close to her best again.
She dealt with some pretty gnarly head injury stuff though as well, which had her out for quite a while. So that definitely put a hold on stuff for a while. But yeah, she's running good. That new Orbea seems good. Speaking of teams with race bikes and things like that,
it looks like it's working well. Yeah, we have like because Mark was Martin's mechanic for so many years. Yeah. Martin always swings by our pits, and seems like the bike works well, and the team vibes over there seem good. So yeah, like definitely looks like it's working for the team well. So yeah.
It's sort of a similar situation to Frameworks, right? Like they've just well executed a relatively simple design.
albeit is somewhat larger than Frameworks, though.
Yeah, of course.
As far as the development behind it.
But they haven't gone and chased like some crazy contraption.
Nah. Yeah,
No.
I hear you.
Yeah, when the sock came off that bike, you're like, oh, it's just the
Is that
the yeah,
it's just the e-bike
Some weights on
turned
it.
into a downhill bike.
Yeah,
which is not that surprising after Martin was just riding an e-bike modified to work as a downhill bike last season. So there you go.
Yeah.
It looks like a good weekend for Sasha. In fifth, she was back a bit, but that'd be one of her better results for the year.
That was very strong considering she separated her shoulder just before World Champs.
True.
So, great result. Great result for Sasha. Actually, a great result for the Ernest family as a whole was Lenzerheide, because her dad, Dion, actually won the OTB Fantasy League. So, shout out to the Ernest.
Huge win.
Did he pick his own daughter?
Yes, I had to double check this. I was like, I saw that, I was looking through the results and I was like, oh, Dion won. And I was like, better check and make sure he picked Sasha. And he had. Yeah, he stayed strong. He knew the result was coming and ultimately it probably helped him get the win. Dion and our man Cam Cole from Virus, who sponsors the Pig Bike Fantasy League, are going to have to work out who Dion actually sponsors Cam with Pirelli tyres.
This sounds like there's conflict of interest all over the place
here.
There is conflicts of interest everywhere. You two with your RockShox t-shirts on. I'm naming competing tyre brands at the moment. It's just gone up shit creek today.
Actually, Dan, could you get those Pirellis out? Because Horse keeps complaining about how much drag his big heavy tyres are on his tall boy, and we need to get him on some XC tyres, and he's been waiting on some Pirellis apparently. So,
Lester, did you know that Cam Cole's racing the Walker?
What?
Yeah, Hyundai.
The horse.
We put some Ks in on the weekend.
Oh,
don't you worry about that.
This is great news.
Yeah,
he's all
fantastic.
Is he coming to our special event on Friday?
I hope so.
The No Fun Beer event that
it's the OTB ride, which is the On the Beers ride.
Do we need to are we advertising this thing yet, or is this still?
Nah, we're still just trying to lock in the beer side.
Right.
Have you got a sponsor?
We won't say too much.
Yeah, so that's what we're just trying to get locked in at the moment. But no, so the plan is loosely a ride leaving from the Maxxis tent on Friday afternoon. Won't be too long. We won't let Lester out in front because he'll rip everyone's legs off. So we'll put maybe Horse on his slow rolling tyres out the front just to keep it a nice leisurely pace. And
is Chris racing the Fokker again this year?
He's entered, but I would say the chances of us seeing him there are very slim.
I think even he knows that now.
It's the problem with it is that it's really going to lack a lot of the entertainment value for the post-race recap.
Yeah, I'm here for Chris's post, because you already know what he's going to do, but it's nice to hear it coming from him afterwards. So
it's true. It's true.
Chris has a real problem of that. Like when you leave the house to go for a ride, for about the first 4Ks, he is just wide open.
He's Nino Schurter.
He is. He's straight out of the gate, so hot, and I'm like riding along going, holy shit, like I'm going to blow up soon. But then he blows up and then he's just cooked for the rest of the ride.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's a great thing. If you like that Walker's the perfect event for you.
Yeah. You've already got 95 Ks to go.
Yeah. Lose all your fluids in the first 20 Ks. Everything you've got.
Yeah, exactly. And then you just spend the rest of the day just cramping because you've gone so hard to begin with.
Cramp chat.
Yeah, indeed. Has anyone used their new product yet that arrived in the mail?
Yes.
Wow.
I haven't even opened my box yet. That's how tapped I've been. But
this is one that we'll save for the next episode to officially launch.
All
but
right.
we do have a new show partner which we will launch next episode, which is it's a cool one. Excited for that. So we'll keep the mystery on that until after what's the next round? Lake Placid. Couple of weeks. I don't have anything else in my notes. Lester probably just watched. Did you do like a Vanderkolk and just watch the Sleeper Co edit?
I haven't even seen. Is the Sleeper Co edit out? No, I actually watched the men's. I watched a lot of it this morning, and truth be told, I was on the trainer this morning, and I watched
Heat
it.
adaptation? We're using some techniques there, Lester?
Nah, but I tell you what, I've never felt so bad for the rest of the day after riding in the morning. I did this, I don't even know what it was. It was just this brutal interval thing. And I just felt crap all day after that. It was terrible. Anyway, that's my story. But yeah. It was in the training. It was in the training plan, so it got done.
Nice.
Like I was 2/3 of the way through 30/30s, which were on a platform on the computer the other day when I was on the trainer, and laptop went flat, so that was cool.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
What do you need a laptop for?
Because it was like controlling the trainer, because it was on a...
They do that
wasn't
now.
Zwift. Yeah.
What are you running, Red Dog? I thought you were into your training now.
Yeah, I just go on the one with wheels that goes outside.
Oh, you go outside? You must ride in the dark.
Red Dog's just stacking Ks.
Stacking
He is.
Stacking Ks.
Stacking Ks.
I have been a big fan of riding in the night lately, but the weather's been so bad that I didn't have much option today.
There was actually the XC race in Lenzerheide was sick. And there was probably like 30,000 people there, 20 to 30,000.
Wow.
It was crazy how many people were there.
High drama too at the end there for the men.
Yeah.
The chain coming off twice.
What was the story? It just...
I never found out, but I saw him riding back through the pits with no issues, so...
Yeah.
Needed an E13 on there. E13 chain guide to hold it in place.
would have solved it.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have come off ever.
The double ring
plate.
one.
Yeah. Some orange rollers. No, that was a sick race. I got to be honest, the XC racing has been really good to watch the last few rounds. The Worlds was really good too.
We should actually talk about Worlds a little bit. I only watched the Elite Women's purely because we have a horse in the race with Sammy being so strong, and that was it was awesome to see her get a second there. Yeah,
that was epic, eh? Yeah.
She had a bit of a rough weekend. I haven't actually watched any of the XC from this week though. Look, it's what you get a fifth. Fifth on a bad weekend's not terrible.
A bit further back, wasn't it? 6, yeah.
Might have been 6.
Yeah. Yeah, the XC's been really good this year.
Riders Jenny Risberts comes on.
I almost prefer watching the XC to the downhill nowadays. I think because I have to deal with, like, downhill's so full on for us, like, it's nice to sit back and just watch the XC.
The Mondraker is the Mondraker team that's in the XC, is that factory or is that a separate team?
Yeah, it's a factory team. Yeah. So
does that operate completely separate to you guys?
Yeah, but we kind of hang out quite a lot, so it's pretty cool. We can kind of share and compare, and XC's very different mechanic wise. But yeah, it's cool. I think we're gonna try to do some group activities at the next 2 races.
Yeah, cool.
But this week we're quite far apart pits wise. But yeah, the XC team, they're all really cool people, good vibes there, and the team manager is pretty awesome. So
yeah,
and that bike is cool. That I don't know. XC bikes are so sick nowadays.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah.
I've just been riding a little bit a Raise, I think it is 130 bike. Yeah, that thing's it's got a 160 fork on it, and it's 130 in the back, and it is so much fun. It's really good. Yeah, super impressed. It's light too.
Their XC bike, the F Podium, that thing rips. Like, it's impressive.
Yeah, good cross country bikes. I mean,
yeah, I think I saw some pretty interesting tire technology from a different team this week that I can't say too much about, but yeah, the tire stretched this way and this way, and that's all I can say. It was like a rubber. It was almost like a rubber band, but yeah, I was like, wow, that is really cool. So
almost like a
yeah.
tube, it
Pretty
was
much.
that sort of not that stretchy big. No.
Yeah.
Wow.
So long as it wasn't 32-inch big, then that sounds interesting.
32-inch
coming,
big.
though.
It probably was 32.
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Yeah.
It was actually a
wanna try
29er. They've just stretched it to fit on a 32.
yeah, that's right.
It's funny because those 32-inch wheels remind me of what 29ers looked like when they first came out. Like, they just look flimsier. Like, 29 looks so standard now, but the 32 just looks that bit taller, a bit flimsier. It's quite funny.
I'd be interested to try it. 29, 32 mullet. Downhill.
Man, surely it would just steamroll things, eh? Surely the wheel can't be that stiff either. But you, like from an XC point of view, it would just steamroll. It'd be like going from a 26 to a 29 was, I guess. It's crazy. I mean, if it takes hold, I just don't even want to think about it. But you would think also for like gravel or whatever, or bike packing, or yeah.
I think that's where they reckon it'll take off, isn't it? Gravel and bike packing.
Yeah, I think that it would fit that. Like,
Can't
it's a
wait
no-brainer
for
that.
Menard to have one of the Norco team testing a 32-inch front wheel and a 29-inch rear wheel on a downhill bike.
Yeah, Danny Hart.
It's gonna. I reckon it will happen as well. It'll be tested.
Andy Kolb would be the man for the job. I reckon he still runs a 29 out back. He'll chuck a 32.
He ran mullet this weekend, I think.
Yeah,
did he?
He's been on mullet. Ocean's the last guy
Ocean,
at the 29 back.
Maybe Ocean's on my program. See, I like running a full 29er because then I can put my front tyre onto the rear. And with the financial hardship the YT team's in, he might need to be swapping those tyres over.
Right. Yeah. He's a thinking man.
I actually just stumbled across a bunch of questions that I got from Instagram on for our last episode, which I completely forgot about. So I'm going to throw some of these at you guys while we're here. Tim Farmer wants to know who will crack first out of you lot at the Waka 100. Well, I think Chris has already cracked first, probably by not showing up. Next in line's probably me. So,
how's the form lately, KB?
It's been good. It's been pretty good. I've managed to avoid the illnesses as much this year as I did last year. So long may that last. Knock on wood.
Well, that's good.
But we're good.
In the right direction.
We're rolling. So, there's a question about Warner Brothers, but it's a bit of a weird one. So I'm actually just going to not ask that one. But I really think the World Champs highlighted that the Warner Brothers footage is actually quite good.
I reckon the coverage is fine.
Yeah, I was in Zurich. You know how they brought out their viewing figures a while ago? They looked pretty unrealistic.
Those felt like they were really made up.
I was in Zurich airport yesterday for most of the day, and the World Cup was on a lot of the TV screens in there. So I wonder if they just count everyone at the airport who was there that day.
I did read somewhere that is
TVs.
Yeah.
I read somewhere that is kind of how they do it. Yeah. Where did I read that? It was actually unrelated to mountain biking, but it was talking about is it TNT Sports in the US?
Yeah, I think so.
Or TNT, or wherever TNT's from. How they calculate theirs was basically just like that. Like they have a public TV and then they figure out how many people are around that, and then that goes into the figures.
No way.
Was talking about, I think it was football or something along those lines.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was just there like, oh, this is how they get their crazy figures.
Yeah. Their numbers up.
People passing by.
Get a glimpse of two wheels.
Yeah.
It's probably like some camera in there that catches people's eyes as they look. Oh, there's another one.
Actually, in a related random thing, when I was in Tokyo in March, we were on this random street corner and they had this massive, they're big like screen billboards everywhere. And one of them had some clips out of one of the Anthill films playing on it. it was part of an ad, but it was obviously the same footage that was in one of the Anthill
It would
films.
have been cooler if it was footage from the RI World Cup in 2001.
Yeah, that's very true.
It'd be cool. World Cup. It's actually quite good to see the World Cup going to Korea next year. It'd be cool to see it back in like Japan, somewhere like that as well. Make it a true World Cup.
From what I've heard, the plans is it's going to be 20. Was it next year? 26, 27. It'll be more of a World Cup. From what I've heard,
That'd be cool.
Yeah, a bunch of us are going to try stay on a week before, a week after in South Korea, and just try ride motorbikes around and go see the place.
That'd be so
cool to try to.
Cool
to try to do a day trip to North Korea and see little Kimmy, but
yeah, which mechanic gets detained in North Korea and doesn't make it back?
All of that.
Yeah,
he might want to buy a downhill license. They'd put him in touch with the YT mob.
Yeah, maybe. They run a World Cup in North Korea and Kimmy wins everything.
Imagine it, yeah.
There's
totally manufactured.
These questions are a bit out of date because one of them is the start of another Jackson Goldstone winning streak? Well, we clearly saw this weekend it was not. It was not. How good is Jackson Goldstone?
Pretty damn good.
He is quite good. He is really good, but yeah,
he didn't
unfortunately,
flip
this weekend.
Cool. Yeah, but he didn't flip.
His bike was cool. I really like that bike.
The bike is sick. Woody was saying that Chris King got them hubs custom painted somewhere in Oregon and shipped out within like a week, which is
cool,
sick. Yeah,
that's wild. Clearly, Fox had the speed suit, the world champ speed suit, all along because you're not building that thing in a week. Like that had to have been built months ago, or like some time ago anyway.
I don't know. This is turning around some kit pretty quickly these days.
That's true.
Yeah, actually, that I just had an update. It could be delivered. I reckon we're going to get that on Thursday, which would make it a week, maybe.
It's impressive.
It's pretty fast. KB's going to look good in that World Champs kit.
Yeah, yeah, the OTB World Champ collab.
I did see that the speed suit this week. I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention, but it had like the armor built into the suit itself.
Interesting.
Really?
Which was kind of cool. Yeah,
it is cool.
The top bit had like a chest armor thing built into it. So, yeah,
interesting.
This question here is definitely one for Lester to answer. Comes from mediocre mountain biker. Third Walker 50 this year for me. How hard is the jump up to 100 Ks for a 45-year-old dad of two with limited free time?
Oh, you'll be fine, mate. Just run it. Did it say if he'd done it before?
He's done the Walker 50 twice.
Oh, he's done the 50. Sorry, I wasn't listening probably.
Oh,
How hard is this step up?
The big difference, well, it's twice as long. Twice as hard. I don't really have a great answer for that, but it is hard and you can't really just fudge it unless you want to go really, really slow. You actually have to do some riding beforehand. With a 50, you can kind of fudge. Like,
it's got to eat heaps of gels.
You do. That certainly helps.
Yep.
Yeah.
Eat lots.
But some actual riding that's, I mean, to be perfectly honest, I haven't done any long rides over 2.5. Oh no, that's not entirely true. But I haven't done many rides over 2.5 hours. So I might get 2.5 hours in and the legs fall off. We'll see.
That's about where
maybe
I got
I'm not the one to ask.
There was another question there about will anyone win the Gates belt drive purse? I don't think so. But is this anything that's on the radar for you guys, Jake?
Not for us. Well, not for Mondraker. No, it's belt. I mean, they don't seem to work very well when it's muddy races. So, there was a lot. I know Ben from the Athertons was in Leger was running around trying to find a 3D printer the morning of the race. Well,
I did see that on his Instagram story.
Yeah,
he was looking for a 3D printer.
I mean, the Athertons might have problems with their belts or whatever, but they also have problems with their kit. That Enduro kit is horrible.
It's not great.
Charlie Hatton's kit on the weekend, the orange with the camo pants.
Camo pants, yeah.
Sorry, like
if they're paying the bills.
Yeah, I mean, you wear what you paid to wear, but Enduro should be doing better than that for them.
Yeah, fair.
It does suck that the junior category didn't count, because Ollie's win was, there's been 2 World Cup wins on belts this year, but just not in the right categories.
Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's probably anyone to take it in elite, man or woman, at this stage.
Yeah.
Not without a fair bit of luck, I would have thought.
Yeah.
Do you know what works real good? Chains and derailleurs.
Yeah. I was saying to Lloydie actually in Leger when they're having belt issues, is like, do you not have like a chain you can just put on there for this, like when it's muddy? A sprocket and a chain, and then you wouldn't have these issues, I mean, you might not win 100, but at least your bike's going to get down the hill without it.
What do you want to do? Win a race? Or
what they need is like a modular, just like a cradle that slots into the same mounts with a bottom bracket in it. So when the weather really turns to shit, they can just
swap it out,
turn it back into a derailleur bike.
Yeah. I mean, they've got a UDH on the back of that bike, so you could hang a derailleur off. I was saying to Ben as well, I was like, you should put a derailleur on there and have like a 12-speed box and a 12-speed on the back, and just have
ultimate range.
That would be gold.
Yeah,
too funny.
I should put a roll-off hub out the back.
Oh,
massive spread.
How good would that be?
Yeah, that'd be well good. One thing I want to get on a dono bike next year is like a reverb seat post, but not have the button, and just because you can press the button on the seat post to have the seat come up. It's for when they're riding back to the pits. Like I watched Dak ride to the pits and he's just sat down like pedaling, and it'd be kind of cool to have finish a run, press the button, and then they can ride back to the pits.
And that new one's like way lighter as well, isn't it? So
yeah.
Just give him a 4mm Allen key to put in his pocket, and he can just undo it and pop it and lift it up.
Quick release, man. Get a quick release on there.
Put a QR on there. Come on.
The less they touch on the bike, the better.
Or find him one of those old KS, the original dropper post where it had the little lever just under the front. You had to actually reach back and lift it up. So get him one of those.
Some brand has just released one of those for like bike packing.
Soma, I think.
Is it Soma?
The silver one? Silver.
Yeah. Red Dog knows. He's a big fan of the Radivist.
Yeah.
I would have been on the
He saw it on
today.
Bikepacking Weekly.
Yeah. Absolutely, I did.
Have you seen the new New Zealand mountain biker?
Oh, listen to this guy.
No, I haven't actually.
Not yet. Are you the
cover?
KB racks up another cover.
E-bike too. E-bike cover.
Oh, come on.
Times have changed.
Is that the one that you've written the story in, Lester?
Of course he's written a story in there.
Well,
that's every issue.
From the trip we did. The one you...
Yeah.
Nah, burn the whole thing. Yeah, burn every copy now.
I've actually Red Dog this afternoon. I was just quickly... Well, I'm working on the video from that trip. And there's some AI enhancement going on in a couple of clips. One particular one of you at the pub.
Oh, drinking the beer, yeah.
Yeah,
that's really clever.
I got a couple of clips in there which I've run some AI on it, and they're pretty funny. The one I can't remember if I sent you the one where you turn into a dragon and breathe fire across the desk after you've sculled your whole beer. I put that in there, and then I was like, this is just a bit random. It actually had a glitch in it, so I pulled it out.
Oh no, I didn't see that one.
No, anyway, all to be revealed. That's just a tease.
Yeah, good. Yeah,
like and subscribe.
Great. All right, boys, we're an hour 20 in, and we've gone on so many tangents. I think it's probably a good time to call it a night. Lester's probably got an early training session. It's nearly 10 o'clock here, so thanks, guys. Thanks, Jake. Much appreciated having you on.
Yeah, cheers, Jake.
Yeah, I'll probably for the next.
You and I have been messaging a lot, and we've finally made it happen.
Yeah, thank God. I've been wanting to do it for ages, and then just
I know.
life
The
racing.
great thing, the thing I did appreciate, I tried not to bother you too much because I know you'd be busy, but the thing I did appreciate was you'd actually keep following up with me, so that really helped move things along. We got there in the end.
Yeah, it's good to get it done. So yeah,
there's a difference between someone who works behind the scenes or just behind the scenes like Jake and a rider who just leaves you on scene.
Yeah.
Shout out Eddie Masters.
I think that's a common thing.
He came through.
Really?
He had a crash.
He came through.
He did come through
the other week.
He did, and he was top quality as per usual. But
when are you back, Jake? When are you back in New Zealand?
Back on the 15th of October, I think. Yeah,
pretty soon.
I land back in Queenstown.
That's just in time for the Walker.
In time for the Walker.
Yeah,
we could get you an entry.
When's the Walker? When is it?
27th, something around there.
So if I panic train for like 10 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be fine. Bring one of those cool mod trackers over.
Just shock the body into it.
I'll bring out the Honzo out of retirement. It's just sat in the garage at the minute, so 100k.
Cool.
Can I just enter and make it happen?
It could be fine because maybe coming in absolutely unprepared would be better than coming in half prepared. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's only one way to find out.
I can see the logic in that.
I mean, I've got to get fit somehow, so maybe I should just enter and see how it goes.
Exactly.
That's the way you start your training.
Just maybe I'll just bike pack from there back down to Queenstown.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. All right, this is good ideas. That's something I can work on today.
All right, we'll get you Chris Vanderkolk's entry. You can just race as Chris. So if it really turns to shit, your name's not even on the results.
I'm actually kind of keen for this. I'll look into this. I'll look at flights when I get off this.
We can make it happen, I'm sure. We can get some entries swapped over. We'll make it happen.
All right. Sweet. Pencil me in.
All right. That's fantastic. We'll pencil you in for the post-race episode too. That's great.
Perfect.
All right, boys. We'll give it a couple of weeks and we'll see everyone back here after Lake Placid. I don't think we'll be back in between because actually I'm away next week, so no, we won't be back in between. We'll see you after Lake Placid.